Welcome to Telangana Today. Today, we delve into a pressing issue that has captured the nation's attention. The situation in Manipur and the rather confusing stance of the Indian government on President's rule. President's rule, governed by Article 356 of the Indian Constitution, is a powerful provision that empowers the central government to take control of a state whenever there is a failure of constitutional machinery and a breakdown of law and order. Manipur has, for the last 3 months, been engulfed in a very grave crisis with ethnic violence claiming the lives of more than 140 people, leaving 17 missing and displacing thousands of people. Deadly weapons, including INSAS rifles and AK-47 assault rifles, were looted. The ammunition that was stolen has run into lakhs. Despite all this continuing violence in the state, the Narendra Modi government has kept silent and has not said anything about imposing President's rule in Manipur. Even opposition parties such as Congress, Shiva Sena and even some BJP legislators from the Kuki community have been repeatedly calling for President's rule being imposed in Manipur. Home Minister Amit Shah recently addressed an all-party delegation and he said that President's rule was not an option in Manipur and said that the situation was returning to normal. However, the situation on the ground contradicts what Shah said, with violence continuing to escalate and the recovery of the weapons that were looted still remaining incomplete. Historically, President's rule has been imposed in over 130 times in different states and sometimes for situations that were much less severe than what is happening in Manipur. So the question remains, why is the center hesitant to act now? Chhattisgarh and Telangana are the only states where President's rule has not been imposed so far, showcasing how the provision has been exercised in various regions to restore law and order. The situation in Manipur demands our attention. As citizens, we must ponder upon the need for strong and timely actions in times of crisis. The earlier instances when President's rule was imposed include in Andhra Pradesh during the Jai Andhra agitation, which led to a breakdown of law and order. It was again imposed in Assam during the Assam agitation against illegal foreign nationals, which resulted in violence by ULFA and a breakdown of law and order. Assam saw the President's rule being imposed again in 1982 to 1983 when the Congress government collapsed following continued violence. In Manipur, violent insurgency and statehood demands caused large-spread violence and then a breakdown of law and order, resulting in the imposition of the President's rule. In Manipur, President's rule was imposed for the second time when 1,000 people were killed in Naga-Kuki clashes. In Nagaland too, the President's rule was imposed for more than 300 days when fluid party position and deteriorating law and order situation resulted in a situation that called for President's rule. In Punjab, the President's rule was imposed twice. The first one when insurgency and breakdown of law and order led to this situation. The second time in 1987, again insurgency and breakdown of law and order resulted in the President's rule being imposed. These instances showcase the utilization of Article 356 to address serious law and order issues in different states across India. Now coming to how the President's rule can be imposed. President's rule can be imposed if the state legislature is unable to elect a chief minister for a time prescribed by the governor. It can also be invoked when a coalition breaks down, leading to the chief minister having minority support and failing to prove otherwise. Another situation is the loss of majority in the assembly due to a vote of no confidence for the imposition of President's rule. Elections in a state can be postponed due to different circumstances like war, epidemics, pandemic, or natural disasters. The President's rule can also be imposed if the governor reports that the state's constitutional machinery or legislature fails to abide by the constitutional norms. Once approved by both houses, President's rule can continue for 6 months. It can be extended for a maximum of 3 years subject to approval of the Parliament every 6 months. Please let us know in the comments whether you feel that President's rule should be imposed in Manipur. Thank you.